Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Boogie Stitcher on YouTube, Shleezum_Boogie Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another update. So lots of stitching done this last couple of weeks. So let's just get into it. First, I'd like to say hi and welcome. If you're new, Ashley, nice to meet you. This is a cross-stitching / crafting channel where I share with you guys my stitching and crafting journey. Probably 99% of it is cross stitch. But thank you guys so much for joining and welcome. Hit the subscribe and like or dislike or comment or whatever you feel like doing. And hopefully you stay around. And if you're returning, then welcome back. And thank you guys so much for joining me again. So now that I got that out of the way, let's get to the cross stitching. So as of my last video, I mentioned that I was going to have a new plan, and the new plan was to have about 9 WIPs that I was going to be working on and focusing on until I got some more progress. So let's just get on into it. There's going to be a lot of crinkling and a lot of unframing out of the hoops and Q-snaps because I have almost all of these in frames and Q-snaps, so I could just grab it and go. So sorry for all the back noise. Son refused to take a nap today, so I'm filming with him also, so I have to keep pausing, sorry, but that's life and this is the real world. So here we go. Let's start with the castle. So the castle is my oldest WIP. Started it in end of 2018 and then restarted it in 2019. So I stitched about, maybe like 400 stitches on this last couple weeks. I still have a needle sticking in there. There we go. So here's what I got to. You guys, this is the last part of this 3rd page and I'm already stitching into the 4th page. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I just love this thing. So this is the one that I converted. If you're new here, I converted this from full cross to 10 stitch. This is the 3rd page. If it will focus. There we go. So there we go. There it is. You guys want to see the back? It's crazy messy. Ta-da! So that's what parking does for you. But I am going to, I'm switching this one to just cross country because forget it. But what I did figure out, which might be new to some people, maybe not. So a lot of people say that you get the column lines from your tension. Me in particular, I don't know if it's like this for anyone else, but I actually end up getting column lines if I don't make sure that my stitches in the back are going up and down. So I found that if I have the thicker back from doing 10 stitch, see how it's like so dense and you see no lines? Let me see if I can get really close in there and get my face out of the way so it'll focus on you. Okay, do you see how there's like lines up and down? If I have my stitches doing up and down lines, stop focusing on my face. Up and down lines, I don't get any column or page lines. However, if I have it like this, where it's all over the place, and like diagonal on the back, I found I am getting column lines. So, weird. I'm gonna continue testing that theory for any of my 10 stitch projects because I am very prone to getting column lines. But I realized that I don't get column lines on any of my stamp kits, and the back of all my stamp kits are all like up and down on the back, which means, I have to be very careful where I'm like ending all of my threads, like where I'm stitching, where I'm going next. Am I going to start from the bottom or am I going to start from the top? Which way am I going, left or right? So if I sit down and pay attention and just not mindlessly stitch, I think that's going to fix my column line problem, but we'll see. But here's the castle. I'm not going to take that one out of that one's in a perfect spot. So, but I think I could take out almost all the other ones if necessary. Next up, we have a stitching shelf. This one I got about another 400 stitches on as well. It looks like chaos, but hear me out. So this one I was parking and stitching diagonally by block, as you can tell by all the parked threads. I decided there's so much confetti in here that I'm switching to cross country. I can't do it because I am the type of stitcher and crafter that if I don't see progress in quickly, I get bored of it or I get overwhelmed. I'm just like, nah, that one's not even doing anything. I'm just not going to stitch on it. But even though I know I am like slowly making progress, see, like there's some black in there that wasn't there last time, just saying. But so yeah, so I'm going to be switching this one to cross country. So it may look like there is some stuff here, but not like a lot, but there's a ton under this ball. So here we go. Let's show you. Move my face out of the way so you can see. So I basically just started taking all of my park threads and stitching them in. So are you ready? Are you ready for this? Da, da, da. Look at all of that. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to do cross country in the page and then park in the next page. And that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I might not even finish this whole page. I was talking with my mom and thinking about just doing like 2 or 3 columns all the way down the entire pattern, because then I could start stitching this by season. And so that way I'm not just stuck on the top shelf forever. I can be working on all the shelves as I see fit. But to do that, I need a reference point. So that way I don't end up like counting wrong or anything. So I think I'm just going to do like 3 columns all the way down after I get all these like stitched in. And then that's going to be my new plan. So she's lovely. I love her. I love this stitching shelf. It's just, there's so many flowers in this top corner. So exhausting. But there we go. Okay, next up we are going to do Harry Potter, which I'm stitching with my husband. So this one doesn't see a ton of progress, but you know, it'll get finished eventually. I can get it out of the bag. All right, this one I stitched about 40 stitches on. So this one, again, is going to be so slow, but that's okay. So sorry if you guys really want to see progress on this one, but this is what we got. So yeah, I wonder if I can hold still, you can see all the different colors. Now next up, I'm going to get these small little symbols filled in. That way you can see all of the different colors for all the snow, because the snow is appearing in person. It's kind of hard to tell on camera with all the blank spots. I really need to fill in the blank spots so you guys can see the snow that's like making a difference. There we go. Focus. There we go. I love this pattern. I really love this pattern. Have I mentioned I really love this pattern. Hence why I got it custom made. But there's that one. So again, about 40 stitches. Nothing crazy. But every stitch counts, right, everybody? Right. Okay, next up. Let's see. What do I want to do next? I guess we'll just get like all the counted out of the way. Okay, next up is going to be the Phoenix. So funny story, I finally got this one out to stitch because I was like, oh yeah, I haven't stitched on that like at all. I need to get going on it. Second I picked it up, son woke up, 30-minute nap. I was like, dang it. Every time I touch this one, like something happens and I can't stitch on it. But I was able to get about 200 stitches done. So there we go. 200 stitches. That's not too bad, right? So it's kind of a mess. But basically, I'm just filling in everything right now. So not a ton. Come on, focus on that. There we go. I'm filling in stitches kind of in here. This red area, I think, is what I did this time. So it will look gorgeous when it is done. And you know, it's looking pretty good. Like the detail is showing up pretty good. I was, making my own pattern. It's kind of scary because you don't want to stitch on something that's not going to be beautiful and have like all the detail there. So, but it's looking good. So there we go. Only 200 stitches done on that. Okay, next up, I hear my son. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. He said he's going to be right back, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this. We're about halfway done. Okay, next up. Ugh. we have the warrior, and let me tell you, oh, you guys can see the back. Oh, you got a little sneak peek of the back. Little cheaters. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, here it comes. What? Okay, go do it again. Bye. Bye. Okay. Stop looking. Okay, so this one, I'm doing really good on this one, and I'm loving it, and my daughter is loving it. She's like, wow, you've got that much done already? Okay, so here we go. Look at her. Isn't she great? I love her. So funny story. Bright and early this morning after my son woke up, I stitched in the rest of her face and, well, the rest of up here on her face and her eyebrow. What, Bubba? What? Okay, now grab a tractor and make it go really fast. Go grab a tractor and make it go really fast. I want to see how fast it can go. Go make the tractor go really fast. Okay. Okay, bye. So, sorry. I told you, I warned you this video was going to be tough. Okay, so I stitched in all of this, and I went to take a picture and send it to my mom via Snap, and I was like, her eyebrow is blonde. That's not right. Which is what happens when I stitch first thing in the morning and it's dark or darker than I normally have. I don't have all the lights on because I don't want to wake up the family. Hold on, let me shut the door. Hold on. Okay, forget it. You guys are going to be hearing Wheels on the Bus from his toy in the background. That's just the way it goes. So anyway, her eyebrow was blonde. I was like, that's not the color of her eyebrow. This one is brown. What is happening? So I ended up having to pick the stitches out and start over. So I have to finish her eyebrow, a couple stitches in her nose. There's like one stitch in her lip I have to finish, and a couple stitches just right here in her chin, and her face is done. So close up and far away. This is one thing about stamped kits, is like the further away you are, the more beautiful they are because they're so pixelated. But I got some of her hair. Last time you guys saw her, I had like half her face done. Now I have 90% of her face done, and I have some of her hair done. So my daughter says as soon as I get some of her hair done and all of her face done, she wants me to do the sword. So that's the plan. And she's beautiful. I love her. What? Hold on. Okay. So that's the plan, is we're going to finish her face, do some of her hair, and then we're going to stitch down to her sword. And then I convinced my daughter that I have to do some of the background, because if I save the background all for last, it's never going to get finished. I need to stitch it a little bit as I go. Otherwise I'm going to get bored. Mom will get bored. So anyway, here she is, and she's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I absolutely love this pattern. There's that one. Oh, we're stacking up here. Okay, next up, let's go ahead and do the fairy. This is my new, oh, I want to show the back of her since you guys kind of saw a sneak peek. There she is. Kind of crazy, but do you see what I mean? How all the stitches are, for the most part, going up and down, and I get no column lines that way. So, anyway. Okay, Tree Fairy. This is my new main, so I make sure to stitch on this every single day. And so far, so good. I mean, I haven't gotten too bored of her. This is all $9.39, guys, and this is so frustrating. Every single one of my patterns has like a million stitches of $9.39. So like, give me another color. I need something else. But let's go ahead and just take her out of the frame because I did get a lot of stitching done on her. Sorry, I should do this before, but what's the fun in that? I just grabbed my basket and started showing you guys, so. What are you doing, you silly? Are you practicing opening the door? Yeah? You're doing good. Good job. You opened it. What? High five. Good job. You did so good. Knuckles. Boom. All right, go watch Kate Cat Fire Truck. Okay, so this one, be prepared to be amazed. Here we go. Look at all of that. So last time I talked to you guys, I had stitched to here, and so I got all of this done in the background, and she's beautiful. Hi. Okay, so Look at all of the top I did. I did the top of her head, the trees in the background. Oh, I just love it. So one thing I did notice is that in here I had some red stitches, and over here I had some red stitches, and for the longest time I was like, I don't think that's right. That's not right at all. But I was like, you know, I'm just going to think on it and figure out what I did wrong and kind of move on. Like maybe there's something wrong with the pattern. I don't know. So I picked it up just the other day and I was like, I've got to figure this out. So I clipped one of the stitches. Long behold, it was the wrong symbol. And I was stitched completely wrong, like not even close to anything else. But so I had to unpick about 50 stitches worth of red in the background because that wasn't right. And there we go. So one thing I love is that you can see the aurora or the like sun shining on her wing right here. And the tree over her head. Guys, this is turning out to be so good. Mom, I'm jealous that you get this. I'm going to say this all the time, but I'm so jealous. I'm going to have to come over just to look at it. But there we go. So now I can't muster doing all this 939. I'm like 939 out from the present that I was working on. So I'm just going to stitch across right here and start stitching the top of her wing here. And as soon as I start getting tired of confetti, I'll do up here. Or anytime every once in a while, I'll just do one strand of the 939 and eventually it will get done. But yeah, I just love her, and I love the tree over her head. And you know, I didn't see the tree until I did this video. So there she is. So I'll set her over here. I'm gonna be stitching on her later. Like I said, she is my main project now, so I make sure to touch her every single day. That's the rule. Whether or not it's one stitch or a million stitches, it's one stitch per day. So that's the rule for her. Okay, next step. Haha. Actually, no, I'll say that one for last. Next up is my cottage. So I've been concentrating on this one a lot this week. I really wanted to get done with the top right corner. My top right corner. It'll be your guys' top left. Because this is the one and only kit that I have that was misaligned on the lines and the symbols, which has made it really hard to stitch. But as soon as I stitch this top corner, for the most part, the rest of the alignment fixes itself. Not 100%, but for the most part. So I really wanted to kind of get this one worked on. So here we go. I stitched, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 850 stitches on this. Yeah, I finished this top corner. So what I'm going to do is because I had some remaining threads, I didn't feel like parking. I just felt like stitching it in over here. But from now on, it will just be these 3 columns worked all the way down until I connect to the bushes, which I'm so close. But yeah, I just got it all filled in, stitched in. This is like the background. There's like trees and sky back here. And then here's the bushes down here. And then here is still just kind of these trees right here until it starts to move into the path into the cottage. The cottage is right over here in the middle. But here she be in all her glory. I absolutely love this one. It makes me so happy to work on it. It's beautiful. Just absolutely love it. And because I've been working on it so much, the fabric is like softened up now. Oh, it's the best feeling when you have really starchy fabric from a stamped kit and you start working on it, and just after like a couple weeks it softens up. So, I should probably tell you guys. So my trick for softening up fabric is, actually, let me just show you. Quick little trick. I'm not going to show you guys what this one is yet because this is the new one. And I don't remember if I showed it in my last video. So, super thick, right? No wiggle at all. What you do, you open the whole thing up and you roll it. Don't be gentle. It's not going anywhere. Roll it. Because, so normally when you're trying to soften your fabric, you have blank fabric, you could just wash, right? Well, stamped kits, you can't. So I roll it, wrinkle it, do whatever. Okay, then I do it the opposite way that I just did it. So now I'm going to do it this way. And roll, roll, roll. squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now this will make it really wrinkly, but it's fine. Doing this will allow me to get it in the hoop instead of in a Q-snap, and it will start to soften. Just after this, I'll show you the difference. Okay, now we're gonna do up and down. This does hurt the wrists a little bit though, so I'm sitting here rolling. I actually haven't taken this one out of the package to look at it at all, so lucky you guys. Okay, and then we'll do it the other way. Let's see, nope, this way. I guess I might as well talk about this one like after I'm done. This is my Thanksgiving start, which I'm having such a hard time not starting. You guys, this is beautiful. But this is my Christmas Victorian house with the Christmas tree. I don't know if I talked about it last time, so we'll talk about it this time. And then one more, so we'll do this side. Actually, we'll do this side one more time. Oh, my wrists. So tired. Okay. Significantly better. There's a little bit of give. Okay, this is my new kit. So we got giant Christmas tree right here, Victorian home here, snowy sky, snowy trees, and I think a pond. No, it's just snowy ground. But here she is. There's the picture. Beautiful, beautiful. This is my Thanksgiving start. So I've been waiting on this one. This is my Christmas start. But I normally get my Christmas tree right after Thanksgiving, and I keep it up until past my birthday, early January. So I will start stitching this as soon as I get my Christmas tree. If I can hold off that long, I'm dying. I'm dying to start this. So, but we'll do my best. And my son's summoning me. Mommy! Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, one more. We can make it. We can make it. Okay, so this one is my mom and I's new start. I call her the Paladin. And we started her. It is her birthday tomorrow. So we'll be going up there to start this more. Because we barely started. We kitted up and started it. That was it. But we just had to put some stitches in before hanging out and having a stitching day to stitch on this. So that's as far as I've gotten. 20 stitches maybe. But she will be beautiful. I'm super excited to work on her. I'm still waiting for my mom to finish her last one though. She's stitching so quickly. But yeah, she's got to finish hers, and then we'll be working on this one hardcore together. So our theme was anything with a person. So person related, that's what I got. And I'll just be stitching kind of in the middle, basically for this hoop. And then I'll figure out whether or not I want to continue going down or if I'm going to go side to side like I'm doing the fairy. So not very much done on her. And that's it for stitching, everybody. Like I said, I'm only working on the 9/10. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stitches, or 9 patterns. I'm only working on 9 patterns, so, you know, not a ton to show, but still a lot to show. And that's okay, because I really want to see a ton of progress on these. So as soon as I get some more finishes, I'll just put more into rotation. But like I said, I've never finished anything for myself in any craft, I don't think. So it's just a hard push to start getting stuff done for me now. So me. My turn. 2 more things to show you guys, and then I will let you go. I did stitch up some of my bags. So yeah, just with fabric that I had. So, and I did try and do a different style bag this time. So here is a giant one. And this one is for my mom. She likes to stitch in like an 11 by 17 Q-snap. So this one should fit her entire Q-snap and more. And the inside, Mom, you're getting a sneak peek because I'm bringing this to you tomorrow. The inside is dinosaurs. leftover fabric. I did put a Velcro closure. I'm not the biggest fan of Velcro closures for mine, but she wanted one for hers. And this is sparkly Christmas fabric. Beautiful. I got this fabric for my grandma. She was just getting rid of it. I was like, don't throw it away, I'll take it. So there's that bag. And then I got one of the bags for me. And this one will hold my Christmas pattern. It just reminds me kind of a Christmas with the back. It just kind of reminds me of snow and trees, Christmas trees. And this inside, I left as fleece. So my mom's is flannel, mine is fleece. No closure for mine, just a flip over. Should fit my 11 by 8 Q-stamp perfectly, or any size hoop that I have. So that is it, everybody. Quick update. I hope you all have a wonderful stitching week, and I will hopefully see you guys with a stitch with me somewhat soon. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.